Wow, art fight was a doozy. Hello, I'm Splitchy, but you can call me JJ. This is my art fight 2025 recap video, in which I show you every single attack and revenge I did this year. If you don't know what art fight is, it's an annual art game that lasts for a month all throughout July, and you are on one of two teams. It's kind of like glorified art trades in a way. Basically, you draw one person's character and then they revenge in return. So they draw your character. And you can kind of keep this going. It's called a revenge chain. It's not something I like doing, but I've heard that it is fun, but it's just not for me at all. I'm sorry. Maybe next year. The teams this year were Fossils versus Crystals, and of course I chose the best one, which was Crystals, obviously. We don't know who won yet, as the results haven't been announced since the point system changed, so instead of seeing actual points, we saw percentages, which I think was favoured amongst participants, so I don't know who won yet. It'll be at the end of the video. But I beat my submission score by 1. I did 11 attacks this year. I did 10 last year, and I think 8 the year before. Anyways, let me show you what I've done. First up is a friendly fire attack on my mutual Fields of Clovers, also known as Miles, on his character Lucky Paint. I actually really like drawing Lucky. I just haven't drawn her much, but she was actually really fun to draw for Art Fight this year. I did notice that she's kind of like a color blindness beam, being both green and red. I think that's the most common color blindness, is green-red colorblind. I don't think he intentionally did that. I think because she's such an old character of his, he just kept the green and red and kind of made it like more pastel-y. I don't know. I'm in his server, so I kind of like saw the behind the scenes of her progress or whatever. But yeah, she was really fun to draw. I think I did some shading on her, if I remember correctly. I haven't got into it yet in this speed paint, but she won me 15.5 points, considering that she's a friendly fire attack, and they actually upped them, the friendly fire points, because a lot of people were complaining about it, but it's whatever. Yeah, I really liked drawing her. Yeah. And here's the final piece. Up next is another friendly fire attack, this time on Corpse. And I drew RGB, who I've actually drawn like 2 other times. I think I drew him last year for Art Fight, and I think Corpse also commissioned me to draw RGB at one point, which I'm forever thankful. I love RGB's design. I think, if I remember correctly, I think RGB is a Rainbow Dash Kinsona, but I could be wrong. I think maybe Corpse just kind of like the rainbow, so but yeah, oh my god, I had so much fun. I had so much fun drawing them. I think they are probably one of my favorite attacks that I did. Yeah, I submitted this one as polished because I worked really hard on this one, because I really wanted to make this look different to the one that I did last year. So in which I got 46.25 points. For a polished friendly fire, are you mad? Anyways, yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Oh yeah, I think I got a revenge back from Corpse, of my Pony Sona splotchy, which I really love. I think this is the second time that Corpse has actually revenged me in Art Fight before. I think last year he drew one of my next gen characters, Poppy, which I'm like forever grateful for. But now I have like so many people's art styles of my Pony Sona Splotchy. I'm like freaking out about it. I love Corpse's art and I love that his OCs, so yeah. Anyways, here is the final piece, and here is the revenge that I got. I am so gonna butcher the name of this owner. Here is a attack. I think another friendly fire on Lasanhum? Lasanhum? I think that's how you say it. Yeah, so this is a Ghoulia inspired pony, I think. Ghoulia from Monster High. And oh, she was so fun to draw. Oh, she's such a cute character in general. Like, she kind of reminds me of Ghoulia and Frankie combined. So I think she might be a mix of both. But her actual like character name is Ghoulia. I think I wanted to attack her because she was green. And if you didn't know, green is my favourite colour. And someone's going to point out and tell me that's blue. That's not blue, that's green. That's a shade of green. It's like a foresty, bluey green, turquoise cyan, or whatever. Yeah. I don't think I got revenged, for her, but yeah. Anyways, here's the final piece. My fourth attack is on Mushroom Magic by Flavoured Tea. I kind of went for them because they looked a little bit more simple than the previous two that I did. I'm not counting Lucky Paint because she's actually fairly simple, but like RGB and Ghoulia were teeny tiny bit complex. Mushroom Magic isn't. I thought that they were by looking at the tiny ref, and then I drew them in my style, and I was like, yeah, fairly simple. I like the rainbow hair, and I like the crazy looking eyes. My guess is that that they're a mushrooms pony, like the drug. Yeah. I think I got 16 points. I don't really know what else to say. Here's the final piece. And the revenge that I got. I will tell you what, Shadowhunter was so tricky to draw, and I'm still not over it. And I think it's because of the paws. See, I don't think that Shadowhunter's a pony. I think they're like a pony cat hybrid with like bat wings on a tail and horns. But this was a friendly fire, and I actually got revenge back. And the revenge is so cute. I will show you after this. But yeah, Shadowhunter was fairly difficult. I couldn't quite like wrap my head around the design and like where everything was. I was missing color placements and pattern placements. I think I was just getting like overall frustrated. I'm sorry, Arctic Whistle, I probably won't draw them again, simply because of how difficult they were. But yeah, I mean, I like the color scheme. I think the color scheme is quite nice, especially with like it's like a partial rainbow. It's like not really like a rainbow, it's like fire, and then like bluey greens in the hair with a like a monochromatic body. But yeah, other than that, I don't really know what else to say. Just like the other attacks that I did, I didn't know what else to say for them. But yeah, I don't think I would draw Shadowhunter again. I'm sorry. Anyways, here is the finished piece, and here is the revenge that I got, which is actually my YouTube profile. Hot damn. I spent forever on this piece. I think I did it over the course of like 3 days. Because just before Art Fight, I was hunting for a bunch of X-Men OCs because I really, really wanted to draw some X-Men characters. And I landed on these two by the user Daphne, who I think also goes by Julian's Ghost on Instagram. And I drew their twin characters, Roxy K and Alicia K. I don't remember which one is which, but they're like butterfly and moss mutants, and I forgot their wings. Yeah, I forgot their wings, but it's fine because the OC owner forgets to draw them as well. I have such a big hyperfixation on X-Men at the moment. I'm currently through an X-Men rewatch. I need to watch Logan because I just finished Deadpool 1, and then I watched Apocalypse, and now I need to watch Logan, and then Deadpool 2, and then Dark Phoenix, and then Deadpool and Wolverine. But that's besides the point. That's not what I'm talking about. These two caused me to have a fucking brain aneurysm with the amount of detail that I had to add, because user Daphne has such a like simple style compared to mine, and I was struggling quite a lot with like hand placements and facial expressions since I'm still not quite used to drawing human characters or like human-ish characters, but I still had a lot of fun with these two. The blonde one kind of reminds me of Elsa with the braids. Whoops, I know that's like such a frowned upon thing to do in the art community, which is like, oh, so and so character looks like so and so character, but they kind of do, and I don't think the eyes help. But I love their design. I love both of their designs so much. They're just so cute, and I think they would get along with my X-Men Sona Cub, who was who I got in Revenge. It's so cute. He's so cute in their style. Yeah. I think I could probably check the time for this one actually. It had took me 7 hours and 37 minutes. And that's over the course of 3 days. Took me forever. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Here's the finished piece. And here's the revenge. It's so cute. This next one was fairly simple. As you can see, I had to use a reference because I think everything else I didn't have to use a reference for. But here is Blank, and they are owned by Pibbly. This is another friendly fire. I have something to confess. I don't draw plus size characters, and I think that's because I don't have the confidence to do so. I would like to, but I can't. It's very see, I'm willing to learn. It will just take time. But I really liked Blank's concept. I don't remember the concept. But it's fine. It's fine. I had a lot of fun drawing Blank actually. Yeah, I think she's really cute, and I love the color scheme. I like the pink and the purple and the yellow together. Here's a finished piece. This is Blackout, owned by possess_by_art on Artfight. She is like an MCU general character, but it does say former X-Men, so I thought I'd draw her. I didn't really have like a concept design of what I wanted to draw. But I liked the scowl that she had, so I drew a scowl on her face, and I drew her hair flowing in the wind because that's what evil girls do. Um, hmm. See, my mind's just blanked. See, I'm a yapper, but I'm not like a yapper. Um, she originally was just like a bus shot, and then I sized her up, and then she looked very strange, so I just continued the edge of the drawing to the edge of the page. These blonde highlights took me forever to do. I was so confused, and so like with the shading on the face, I had no idea what I was bloody doing. But she's fun. She was fun to draw. Yeah, I think she was a friendly fire. Here's the finished one. Oh, it's the last of my attacks. This is Ace by Broken Glass Apple Pie. He is also an X-Men character, if you could not tell. I believe he is self-insert, shipped with Nightcrawler, and they have a little girl together. She's so cute. Oh, I had so much fun drawing Ace. Like, I know I've said that about like a majority of these attacks, but I think Ace I probably had the most fun out of, especially for the human attacks, which funnily enough are all X-Men. But yeah, I loved drawing the hair and the face and the clothes, and then colouring and shading and the background. Oh, it was so much fun. I posted this, and I wrote in the description, he'd so get along with my OC Cab, who, if you didn't know, is my X-Men Sona. I think I've already mentioned it. Yeah. The revenge that I got from Broken Glass Apple Pie is Ace and Cub together, and I think it's so cute. And I think the caption is like Ace adopting all of his students, example 100 and something, and oh my god, Cub's expression and Ace's expression. Oh, it's so cute. Here is the final piece that I did, and here is the revenge that I got, which I love so much. It's time to get my revenge on. I only did 2 revenges, which is really upsetting, but I did the best that I could. I was very busy in July. By very busy, I mean I was very lazy. But here is Violet Eclipse, who belongs to Rainbow Tide. This is a friendly fire revenge. They drew one of my Sonas, Corey. He's just like a silly Sona. Like he's not to be taken seriously. But Violet Eclipse, I really love the design of. I think she's a next gen character. I don't remember who of, and if she's not, I apologize. But yeah, I love the color schemes of her, and I think the yellow eye shines kind of like add to it almost. It kind of like brings out the eyes, if that makes sense, because the eyes are blue, and yellow and blue are, they're not opposite each other. No, it's purple and yellow that are opposite each other, and blue and orange. But yeah, she was really fun to draw and very quick to draw. Here is the finished piece, and here is the attack that I got from them first. Here's the final one. It's a duo revenge. The perspective will change in a bit. I just wasn't sure how I wanted the layout to be, so you're gonna have to stare at the screen very awkwardly for a minute. This is a revenge on Cotton Piece 2002. And I drew. Who did I draw? After party in Seabreeze. Yeah, this is just a normal revenge. Um, After party kind of looks like Alistair from Husband Hotel. I'm not gonna say any more. I do like their colours together, the pair of them. I think they're really nice. I just couldn't like really figure out what I wanted to do for them, but I wanted to attack them both at the same time. So I drew them together. Yeah. I'm kind of blanked out on words. Here's the finished piece. And here's the attack. There are seagulls outside my fucking window. They won't stop. Anyways, I need to stop saying anyways. Yeah, those are all of my attacks and revenges that I did this year of Art 5 2025. Along the screen right now, you can see every single attack that I got from people. I want to say thank you so much for attacking me this year. I think every year I seem to be getting more and more attacks. Even though this is my third year participating, I've gotten more than ever. And I'm very thankful. And I'm so sorry if anyone that's attacked me is watching this and hasn't gotten a revenge from me. I promise next year you will be #1 on my hit list next year. If I participate next year, if the theme is Arctic versus Tropic, I will not participate. That's like the one theme that I just like, no, I can't. I hate both. But yeah, I still don't know which team won. Whoever won will be on screen now. Congratulations to this team. Yeah, I want to thank you for watching, and maybe I'll see you in my next video, maybe you won't. Please come back. Yeah, bye bye.